Hello everybody and welcome back to Vixen Purple's Crochet and More. I am your host Cheryl. Today I am going to try to show you guys how to make the hair scrunchies using the eyelash yarn. And if you have lots of eyelash yarn, you could use it. This is a scrap ball that I have had in my hoard of yarns and stuff. But there's also different types of yarns that you can use. You could use this type as well. This is also a scrap ball. And this is actually kind of cute when it does a video or make it, holy cow guys, sorry. Making some hair scrunchies. So in this video, I am going to be showing you guys how to do a scrunchie. This is another one. This is a different type of eyelash that I have. And it's, just like I said, a scrap ball that I've gotten here. So anyhow, please bear with me. This is my first tutorial of showing how to do a hair scrunchie, so I'm probably not going to be that great of a tutorialist because that has never crossed my mind, but I've had a lot of you guys ask me how to do this. Now I have a stitch marker here to mark the first stitch, and just in case that if that's what you want, I don't normally do that. I have a darning needle here, and I also have a hair tie as well as my hook. You can use any size hook you want. I'm going to be using an eye hook, and this is a boy. This is one of my cheap go-to hooks that I use all the time. I tend to favor the eye hooks. So anyhow, I am going to show you guys. I'm going to do a slip knot. I kind of do it kind of funky here. I do apologize. So anyhow, this is how I do my slip knot. And I do apologize. I may go off camera a little bit, and I'm going to try to not do that. So how I do this is pretty much take my hair tie, I slip it behind my hook like that, and then I take and grab both the tail and the this is hard guys, I've never done this, and then pull through. And then what I do is I can drop that tail, and since I can get it out of my sight here, and then I can just do this. Now I am a pencil grip, and this is how I do my hair ties all the time. So as you can see, I've completed, well, as soon as it comes up, I may have to do this again because I can't see. So, all right. I do apologize. Get that tail down. And then let me see if I can pull it through one more time just to help bring it up. Oops, missing my hole. And then hook it, pull through the first two, and then pull through the last two. And this is a double crochet for those of you guys that know how to do that. Sorry, I did have to reach for my thing. I'm going to go ahead and hook it so that way I have a reference point to finish it off with. And then basically I just do this and then go from there. So this is how I do my hair ties on this. There is no rhyme or reason to this. You can do it however you want, but this is how I do my hair ties. I will be honest with you, this tutorial is probably going to be very, very bad, and I do apologize. But anyhow, and I didn't have another hair tie halfway ready to do this, but this is how I do it, guys. It's very simple, very easy. Also, I missed there, see? I can't see my work half the time, especially in the camera. This is like a first time me type thing. So I'll be honest with you, I am a bit nervous. Now, I made it look easy to pull it out to find my stitch, but this fur yarn is not an easy frogging yarn to use. And it's just, when if you don't know, or if you're not familiar with working with it, just go slow like I am doing here and go from there. Now I take and do it this way all the time, especially with this fur. And I fill it up as hard as I can possibly do it. And I do apologize if my fingers are in the way. Now, I do use my middle finger quite a bit when I hold this stuff of yarn down like this. Normally these things will take me roughly from start to finish about 20 minutes on this. And this is how I do it. So bear with me. I'm going to put you guys on pause for just a minute. I'm going to raise my camera up just a little bit because my hook is hitting my arm. So hold on. Okay, hopefully that is better. So anyhow, this is how I basically do it. And then when I get to a point where I feel like I need to scrunch, whoops, I'm off camera. I do apologize. I just slide it back until it's full. And that's all I do. This is how I make my my hair scrunchies using fun fur yarns. And I know that there's a lot of companies out there that has different types of yarn. And this is probably either going to be a Lion Brand's fun fur or maybe even a Hobby Lobby's fun fur. I don't know. I had a ballless band. Or a bandless ball, however you want to work it. But that's how I do it, guys. This is how I make my hair scrunchies. What is nice is that once after it's done, you can actually fluff it out by tapping it on the workstation or workspace that you're working at. Move that out of the way. I do apologize. Or you could actually take and I learned this from Affordably Crafty. She had gotten a baby hairbrush and used it to pull out the furs by brushing it out. And I didn't bring that up here with me, and I do apologize because I was only thinking of certain things. And this is what I'm talking about. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear music in the background. I hope not. My husband is home and he is playing his music, which means that he's listening to rock and roll, which means that he's blasting it so he can help me around the house with cleaning. And today is actually May 27th, which is today is Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day to all of you guys out there that are in the service or even out of the service. I appreciate you guys serving our country. It makes a world of difference having you guys there that protect our constitutional rights. So anyhow, and like I said, this doesn't take a whole lot of time to make, and you can see how much I've gotten on here in just a short time. Oh, this is going to be nice because this yarn is variegating out. You see that? That's going to make quite a few scrunchies. So that is one thing. So most of you guys don't know, but you guys know that I'm from California, and I moved to Colorado Springs, Colorado in about 2008, and I've been here ever since, and I've raised my kids here and all that other fun stuff. And this was definitely a journey of finding Cheryl and finding her strengths and her weaknesses and how much she can depend on herself. It was kind of like a growing thing. I guess we all go through that. But like I said, this is all I do is pull it back. Fill it up, pull it back. Fill it up, pull it back. So, yeah, that's what's going on today. We're home from work, so we can celebrate Memorial Day, which is kind of nice. And today I get to teach you guys how I do my hair scrunchies. And I do apologize if I'm off camera again. I'm still trying to get used to this. So I'm actually getting to use my first tool, which is my tutorial arm. And we'll see how much everybody likes this tutorial. Maybe I might do something different with maybe a hat pattern or something to that effect. I don't know just yet. I'm just going to keep it small and simple. But that's it, guys. That's how I do it. Fill, fill, fill. Crochet, crochet. And I do apologize for the sniffles. We've had windy weather today, and the pollen is a little bit up, and the allergies are kind of like going, oh, wait a minute, I'm here. That's how it goes. So, and I didn't bring the scissors with me because I'm up in my secondary room with hopefully good lighting. Sorry, I have a scratchy nose. And I didn't think of that stuff. But luckily, my kitchen's right down the hallway, so I can probably run and grab a pair of scissors out of there. But we'll see. But yep, this is how I do it. So, yep. My neighbors are next door are selling their house next door, and they've been fixing it up and all this stuff. It's been really kind of sad because my neighbor, who was an elderly neighbor, he passed away around the holidays of last year, and his son came over and asked me if I had seen his dad, and I said no, I haven't. And they found him passed away inside the house. That's really sad. But now they're fixing it up and possibly going to be selling it in time for summer. But yeah, this is what I'm doing, guys. That's what I do. So, as you can see, it's a real fast make. It really is, to do these type of hair scrunchies. And it's all a matter of going around the hair tie and double crocheting. I hope this is going to be a good one because I'm not used to doing this. But yeah, you see, that's how I do it, guys. And then once you get to your point where you want to stop, that's how I just hook it in, pull it through, and then I go like this again, and then I just snip it. But because I don't have my scissors with me, I'm going to just pull it out. But this is what I'm talking about. And then you have a scrunchie, and it's all done. So, and this is what I'm talking about. Just shake it out. You can hit it with your finger, use a brush, kind of pull the fur out a little bit, and it looks really cool. So there's the 3 tones. And I think I have another hair scrunchie here, so let me pull this one out with my stitch marker and show you with another one that I can do. Maybe. I thought I put two. Oh, but we did. Okay. So there we go again. And this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one because it's pretty simple. If I can do this right. And you can do it like that too if you want. I'll pull this up where it tightens. There we go. And like I said, this is what I'm talking about. You hook it up. Now you can actually, since I'm struggling here, follow your steps, Cheryl. I just basically go like that, even with these guys. Just in case you have a lot of this one type of yarn too. Not chain one, Cheryl. There we go. It is definitely an interesting feat to pull a video like this. I've never done this in my entire life, so first time me, first time you guys get to see what I'm doing. And if you wanted to, you could actually hide that strand inside your work as well. It wouldn't really make a whole lot of a difference. So there you guys go. I hope you guys are able to see this real good. But like I said, this is how I do it. Now sometimes I will take if I have a thin yarn, especially with this type of yarn, I will take a thin yarn like a one weight or a lace weight, and then I would just use that as a accent color so that these guys can pop off and show off really nicely. And as you could see, this is how I do it. Hold on just a second, guys. I do apologize. I think my husband's coming up. So, well, maybe not. Maybe he's just going to the kitchen. But yeah. This is how I do it. Let me adjust you down just a little bit more. There we go. Whoops, so now I'm hitting the... Okay, now I can't find my stitches. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. Excuse me. There we go. So that's how I do this. And like I said, you just take and slide it back if it wants to do that like that, and then it just crunches all together. Just drop that down for a minute. And then you can just push it together, and that's how it looks like once it's finished. But let's go ahead and see if I can finish this off. I will see what I can do. So if I'm quiet, please bear with me. I am trying to concentrate so that I can get this going. Okay. We are having such a pretty day today. It's partly, and I do mean partly cloudy skies. We're having uh, windiness, but it's more of a breeze. And then today's supposed to be hitting close to the 80s for us. This thin yarn is not an easy yarn to work with, especially tutorials. There we go. I have to adjust myself for a minute to see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, there we go. Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean for that to drop, but anyhow. And I basically just pull it back. So it's going to look like that. It's going to be really thick when it's all done. And then I'm using up a ball that probably is not going to get used, but it's definitely going to be used as a hair tie. So if you guys have stuff that you guys like, novelty yarns that you don't know what to do with it, here's some ideas. I mean, I've taken this stuff here, and made hats with them. I've, doing the hair ties just to be able to get used up. All right. Okay. And it's okay. Some of this stuff will definitely hide if you miss like that. If you miss this, you can go into like a half double crochet. It's going to be okay. You can do a half double crochet on this as well, but this is how I do mine. All right. Didn't want to go through. There it goes. And I just push it down, and then once I get more, it will come up. Hook keeps on wanting to hit hit the arm. Like I said, you guys can use any size hook you want. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can do this even with really thin yarns as well. but I like doing this with the novelty yarns. I'll say this one is a little bit harder to work with than the actual eyelash because it's so thin, but I just wanted to show you guys what I do. I hope you guys can see everything okay, and we'll go from there. So like again, I just pull it to the side and squish it up some more. I gotta stop hitting that arm, but there we go. My neighbor's trucks is pretty loud when they start it up in the first thing. It's not fun to hear that going off all the time. But that's okay. At least it's not a diesel. Okay, there we go. So what do you guys think of this so far? Let me know in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. I hope you guys like my tutorial on this. Like I said, this is the first time for me to do this, and I missed that. Okay, I will do a few more. So come on, there we go. I didn't want to come through. I'm going to put a pause for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, sorry I had to adjust my camera for just a minute because it wanted to drift off and I wasn't liking it too much. So I'm going to try to finish this up as much as I can because I don't want to keep this too long. But I hope this showing you different types of fun fur yarn or novelty yarn, how to make them into hair scrunchies is going to be something that you guys could possibly use up on stash. I know this has been helping out quite a bit, and plus, you know, having some fun stuff for your hair, especially when you have long hair, being put up and stuff like that. And I've gotten lots and lots of compliments on, oops, I do apologize if I was off camera, how cute these were. So that's how I do it. So I'm almost into my ball. Well, not quite. You still got quite a bit there, but still, the more I pull this stuff back, except for when it doesn't want to hook up, and just kind of keep on going through. It helps. I'm going to have to let the dogs in pretty soon. They want to come in. I have them out before I started this video, so being outside is good for them. Here I'm drifting all over the place in this video. I'm telling you, it's not fun. Oh, please forgive me. This has been a first time video for tutorials. And we'll see how it works out. Maybe I might do something small in the future. Who knows? But this is just a start. And hopefully we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is how I do the fun fur and all this other fun stuff. And just kind of pull it back. I know this is a bit of a difference on certain types of tutorials. I'm sure they do theirs completely different, but this is how I do mine, especially on this. I've never had any issues once I got it locked up and put everything tied in and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get this ball so I can show you how I tie it off and how I weave in the ends. So I may put you guys on pause for a few more minutes and see if I can get this down to where you guys can see that, but you guys kind of get the gist of it all. But we'll see. So bear with me, guys. I'm going to work a little bit more on this off camera. So hold on, okay? And I'll be back here shortly to show you how I fasten it off and tie in the ends. Okay, hold on. Okay, guys, as you can see, I'm getting pretty close to this end, but I wanted to take a moment here to show you this is what I've gotten off of camera, and I'll just basically pull it back until it pretty much fills it up and all that other fun stuff. So I do apologize, I'm off camera again. Sorry, guys. But that's how I do this. Also, I wanted to show you real quick that you could use something like this and hold them together to make a little bit thicker yarn, and it still comes out pretty. It really does. And you could use this in a different stitch too. But I just wanted to show you because I had a little ball right here of this real thin yarn, and this is what I'm talking about when you hold two together and then you crochet it, you know. So, and it makes a little bit thicker yarn and not so finicky is what a word I want to say. So let's see, I'm starting to lose myself here. So go from there. I know this video is getting to be a little bit long, and I do apologize for that. I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about when I fasten off and tie it in. Sometimes I wish my fingers would work faster. And that's what I do. Oh, I got sirens coming by. I hope they're okay. That's unusual for this neighborhood. Hardly any sirens. Hardly any. It's one thing I like about my neighborhood. It's really quiet. Alright, you see how I'm getting towards the end here? I'm just going to go ahead and leave a little bit of a tail here. I'm just going to do one more double crochet if I can. Put it in there like that. And then since I have such a little bit there like this, I'll just go ahead and fasten it off onto the next stitch. You just find a stitch in here. And where did I go? There it goes. And just kind of, whoops, where'd you go? And then I just take it through here. I should have left a longer tail, and that's how I do it. And I pull it tight, nice and tight. Then I grab my yarn needle. This is probably an overkill, but that's okay. And then I just kind of weave it in like so. Kind of going through some of the stitches. And then when I can't go over enough or go through the stitch, I just go like that. Find your band, weave it in, take your tail, and if I can get it on, there we go, and then just pull through, and voila, she is completed. And then you just stretch it out just a bit, and that is how I do the fun fur and novelty yarn hair ties. So all right guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this. I know this is kind of a rough video. I'm not perfect at it. This is my first tutorial, and this is going to be how I do my double crochet fun fur hair ties. So all right guys, let me know what you think. And this is, and you got two for today of different types. So you got the fun fur, and then you got the novelty fur or thread, yarn, whatever you want to call it. All right guys, you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. We'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye for now.